Greetings to you. This is Golden Sun Engineering Company, and we will be talking about the nuclear power plant. The nuclear power plant is a plant that generates electricity through the help of nuclear fusions which occur in it. Then, this type of power plant is not really so common, but there are some countries that are embracing it and they are making it over there. The nuclear power plant, we are looking at bringing it into Africa because the nuclear power plant is something that is going to work to help the situation of African country because most African countries suffer light. We don't have NEPA, we don't have the electricity here. It's not common. So the nuclear power plant would be good to be introduced here in Africa. Most countries like China too. China, they also make use of the wind and the water turbine. Water turbine is also a long-lasting type of power source for electricity. But we will be talking about the nuclear power plant. You see, the nuclear power plant is made up of a dome which consists of the nuclear, that is the uranium, and this uranium are stored inside tubes in which the water that flows inside reduces the speed of fission, and then this fission that occur inside the dome or the reactor generates heat, which makes the water to produce steam. So this steam is now passed from the dome into the high pressure turbine. So when it moves into the high pressure turbine, it then turns the turbine blades, and then it's then connected to the generator that generates electricity. So this is how the nuclear power plant works. The nuclear power plant is actually something that can be actualized here in Africa, and the challenges facing the nuclear power plant is some persons believe that it could bring explosion. There could be some explosion during the process, but technology have made us to believe that there are ways to control the heat generated in the nuclear system, because the nuclear system, if it generates a high temperature heat, and if it is not controlled, it could bring about explosion. But technology have been able to find a way of regulating the temperature being generated in the dome, and I believe if this is brought into Africa, is actualizable. We can actualize it here in Africa, and here in Africa, we need electricity for the progress of Africa. We need power source for the progress of Africa. And once this can be actualized here in Africa, it will be a huge success for African countries who will embrace this. So what we're talking about is the power plant, the nuclear power plant, and it's realistic. It can be actualized here in Africa. So you can contact us, Golden Sun Engineering Company. We are working towards achieving such a goal for African countries and also for African generally, because we want to make our continent rich and resourceful. And then we Golden Sun Engineering Company, we've been able to work into some other projects just to provide electricity. Thank you very much. You can always contact us. This is Golden Sun Engineering Company. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.